Hi and good evening. Welcome to our Facebook Live this evening. My name's Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are joining me live, do say hi and let me know that you're here. It's always nice to know who's watching with us, and if you have any ideas or suggestions as we go along, then please pipe up, let me know what you think. If you're watching on catch up or replay even, hi Lexi, then just add a comment either on Facebook or on YouTube and I'll get back to you if you have any questions. So today we're using the rainbow papers. These are some of the free papers. They're called Sunshine and Rainbows, and these are available free up until the 28th of February, which is next Monday. And I have to say, I haven't used them at all, which is why I thought I better break them out of their packet and get using. So these are available free if you place an order of £45 or more here in the UK. And it's a pack of 48 sheets, and there are 12 designs, 4 of each design. There is this one here that I've just had a quick punch out with these lovely clouds, because I am combining it with our new cloud punch, which coordinates with this really perfectly. The cloud punch actually goes with another set altogether, but it's perfect for punching these shapes out. You could also fussy cut them, of course. So I'm just going to pop through the papers. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. I have picked out some coordinating card. On the back of all the cards, of all the papers, I beg your pardon, there is a list of all of the colours that coordinate with the papers. Now, it doesn't mean you have to have those, but it does mean you can have a look through those and work out which ones you've got or which ones are a close match. So there's quite a lot. I haven't actually picked all of them out. I've just picked out some scraps from my card drawers. So we've got Pool Party, we've got Petal Pink, Mango Melody, Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, Magenta Madness, and Flirty Flamingo. There's also Misty Moonlight on there as well, and Soft Sea Foam. Hi Jeanette. So I've just grabbed some of those. I'm not quite sure if I need them or not. And I'm probably going to work on a note card sized card, which is this one here, depending on how it goes. So these are our note cards and envelopes, and you get 20 in a pack, 20 cards, 20 envelopes. And they're a great size for making quick cards, because when they're folded, they're 3.5 inches by 5 inches, and it's not quite as big as a standard A6 card, so it makes it perfect for new people to craft with, especially. And I do have a series of layers of card that will go with these. So for example, I could pick out the Misty Moonlight. I've got a whole series of colours here, and if I haven't got the right colour, then I'll cut it from one of those panels. So I am just going to grab, I don't know if I'm going to grab white card or not. So the only stamping I'm going to do with this will be the sentiment. So let me show you these papers very quickly. So we have this one here, and on the reverse we've got little rainbows in Petal Pink. Be sweet for a little baby girl card. Then we have the bright rainbows that you could cut up. Now these also coordinate with the rainbow bundle in the January to June catalogue. Now I don't have that, so I'm not going to coordinate with that today. I'm just going to have a play with the papers. And then we've got So Saffron, and we've got Misty Moonlight with some sunshine and rainbows, hence the name of the set. And that's got little suns on it, but they're very tiny. I appreciate you won't be able to see those. Then we've got nice Bermuda based stripes and Flirty Flamingo, some rainbows on a white background, and I like the fact that they're just sort of hand drawn, if you like. Soft sea foam with dots. Now I'll tell you what these would be lovely for, and that would be for paper piecing for dresses and things like that. So earlier this week I paper pieced a dress from, can't think of the name, but the little girls on the beach, and I paper pieced a piece from that. And often I'm looking for very small little prints, and these would be perfect for that. Hi Brenda. So we have some stripes, we have some nice bright dots, and very bold rainbow on the other side, and narrower versions of that, and pool party, some little triangles, Misty Moonlight with little crosses, some of that lovely stripe again, pool party with some little hearts, more rainbows, granny apple green, just look at those colours together, and then sunshine and rainbows again, and then some sun. Oh, hi Trish, welcome to you from New Zealand. It must be Friday morning for you, I'm guessing, or very early Friday, that's for sure. So with these clouds, I'm just going to punch some of these out, and so we have the coordinating cloud punch, and what I find it's easiest to do is cut between the clouds, fairly centrally between any two. Okay, now you can keep these ones that go off the end because they're perfect for putting on the inside of your card. So I'm just going to show you. I cut that little bit off there. If you had the inside of your card, you could pop your cloud up here against the edge. So if you're cutting things out from paper, don't discount ones that aren't complete. Okay, so I can do the same with this one here. So I like the fact that these all have different designs. Oh, for 8 o'clock Friday morning. Oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. So just going to cut this one out. And this one here. So just trimming these edges off. So these papers are available, as I say, with a purchase over £45. So it's a celebration item. So once 28th of February has been and gone, they won't be available anymore. Okay, so I've got some of those. I just think they're so sweet. And I've got coffee and card tomorrow, and I was just deliberating whether to take these papers and just let them have a bit of fun with cutting these up. It's our last one at Hummingbirds, which is our normal location for coffee and card on a Friday. And let's just cut this across here. But it's our last one at this particular location because Hummingbirds itself has been sold and been taken over by somebody else, which in turn we may be able to run our events from. But it's the last one with the girls at Hummingbirds. So, special day for us tomorrow. Sad, but pleased for them that the girls Tracy and Nikki are going on to do other things. Okay, so I'm just fussy cutting around here. I have left myself a little bit of a border. I'm not being particularly precise about it. You know, I'm not a huge fan of fussy cutting. Do I need to do this bit? Maybe I do. It's quite straightforward. Okay, so what I'm thinking of is I've got my rainbow here, and then I'm going to have a cloud sort of under each one, so the rainbow's poking out from the clouds. Now what I can't quite decide is whether I need this patterned paper or just little white clouds. If I put it on a background, just wondering if white would look better. Let me just punch out some white ones and we'll have a look. So it's Thursday the 23rd of February, and we woke up here to all the announcements about President Putin doing his worst. Hi Zana. Which is a really worrying time, worrying for everybody. So I know a lot of people are concerned as to what's going to happen. Right, let's try the white. See what, that's what Zana's suggestion is. So I always have offcuts of white that I can use. So I could do that like so on a coloured background, and then onto my white card. Like so. That's quite sweet, isn't it? Or I've got my patterned pieces. That's obviously just a half cut one. Do we all agree white? Okay, let's just cut this piece up. Let me just see if I've got a... No, I'll just cut this piece up, so we're looking for a layer. So I'm just going to trim this to 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, which will give me a small margin around that. Brenda's saying white too. Really good. Okay. So this is my note card. Let me just fold that over. I don't know where the day's gone. I've been recording videos this afternoon for our February class in a box, and although the videos themselves are quite short, they're only 10-15 minutes each. After each one you have to download it and then upload it and then insert it into the website, and it just takes a long time, always longer than I estimate. Look good on black but not rainbowy. You're quite right. Could have these like so. Not sure whether to have them offset or whether to have them straight. Let's have a look if I do it that way. That would definitely It looks odd. Okay, so while I'm deliberating on that, I'm going to stamp a sentiment across the bottom, and I'm going to use this one here, Just a Note, from the Cactus Cuties set. Now, I think this is the one I'm going to feature next week, or possibly at Coffee and Card tomorrow. Perhaps I'll get you to vote for me at the end. Okay, so just grab a block. I do like Just a Note sentiments because you know, you can use cards like that for anything, can't you? Let's just grab a piece of paper. I'm just going to stamp this in Bermuda Bay because it's picking up that Bermuda Bay from the middle. And this is the first time that I've used the set, so I'm going to ink it up and stamp it. Just a couple of times. Sweet. So I'm thinking I could probably get away with stamping that straight onto here. So I'm just going to open this out flat. And I know I've got a fair amount of space to play with, so I'm not worried about sticking the pieces on first. And this way, if I make an error in my stamping, I can turn it over, or I can put something on top. So we've got Just a Note, and I am going to grab a mat just to pop underneath here. So I've got Just a Note, like so. You can see that all right. And I'm going to pop this on and then put these on offset but on dimensionals, I think. So I'm just going to put this one flat, grab my seal, which I've refilled, like so. And I want to just cover up this end piece. I think that works. Let me just bring that up so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to bring it down as close as I can. So I think rainbows tend to make us happy, don't they? Because although it means there's rain around, it also means there's some sun to be had. Okay, put that one as far down as I can, like so, and then this one slightly higher like that and facing the other way. I think this would be a great paper pack if you've got youngsters as well, because they could have great fun. Oh, special people right now. Oh, I never heard that expression. go, slightly offset. Do I need to offset it a little bit more? There we go. It's better, because the other one looked like it was almost, but not quite in line. Okay, now what I'd like to do, I think, is just add a little bit of detail to the edge of this. So I'm going to grab my blue blends brush and some Pool Party ink. She says. There we go. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of detail around the edge with my blending brush. Just to give it a little bit of interest. Now if you had the stamp set with the rainbows, you could stamp some little rainbows in the background. That would certainly work. Very, very light. I might need to go one shade darker. I'll take it to Coastal Cabana. See what that looks like. So I hope everybody's having a reasonable day given the world conditions as it is. The weather here has been most peculiar. So we've had bright sunshine and hail and snow. I have to say, neither of which lasted any length of time. But that wasn't what I was expecting. I did manage to put some washing out on the line, only to rush and have to bring it in again 5 minutes later. Okay. So the cloud punch is obviously perfect for punching out clouds, but you can also use the punched out piece as a mask or just to help you create clouds on a background. Oh, has that had weather like that as well? I think it was sweeping across the country, but at least it wasn't a storm anyway. Some consolation, huh? We were battered by storms last week. Okay, so that just gives it a little bit more interest. I'm not sure that you can see. I can see the difference. If I bring it up, hopefully you can. You see in this top corner in particular. It's strange because when you look at it on the screen, you can hardly see it, but in real life there's a fair bit of ink on there. Let's do this bit here. There we go. Right, perfect. So let's pop that onto our base card like so. It is, isn't it? I think it's just weird weather, as you say, Trish, just all over the place. You know, snow where you don't expect it, snow in South Africa, you know, all of these weird and wonderful things that are happening. And I don't think we could have envisaged that even 10 years ago. I think we're much more aware of it now, that's for sure. Okay, so there we go, nice cute little card, just a note. And I could add in one of our little clouds here, and in fact you could, if you wanted to. So I've got this cloud here that's got the left hand cut off. Got this one here with the right hand cut off, and then you could put this one in the middle like so, and then you won't have to write so much on your little note. I think I might do that because I think that's quite sweet. Or should I put them at the top? Let's have a look, see. Perhaps I should put them at the top. No, it doesn't look quite right there. Perhaps I will put them on the envelope. So there's my card. Now what you could also do, which would be really nice, would be to run these pieces of white cloud through an embossing folder to give it some texture. So if you used our Tasteful Textiles or the Old World, or if you've got the old paper, anything, in fact the paper one would look really nice because it would give it that sort of look of you know, a roughness of the clouds. So let's see if I can pop this on the envelope. See, this will fit because the envelope is slightly bigger, of course. Yeah, why not? Let's pop it on the envelope. So, small amount of glue, like so. Let's move that out of the way. I'm going to put this right along the bottom and just make sure it's well pressed down. I don't want it to stop in the post office machines. Yes, the long rainbow die in the bundle is really nice. I had a fantastic birthday card made with that, which I've kept. Made by one of my team. Okay, and I'm going to pop this one on just there. And again, these are going to go flat with glue all the way over, close to the edge but not too close. There we are. So there's still space for the name and address and the stamp. There we go. So that's a card number 1. Hope you like it. Okay, let's see what else we can make. Oh, I could have had a half rainbow as well. Oh, bless you. All right then, Trish, thanks for joining us. Do join us again, and all of my videos are here on YouTube as well as Facebook, so thanks for popping over. So let's see what else we could use. I love this. I think a piece of that is required. Just think, these little ditzy prints are so pretty. Oh, hi Kerry. Good morning to you. In fact, I like combination of dots and stripes is rather nice, isn't it? So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to start off with a strip of that across the bottom of the card, I think. Oh yes, we did have an old cloud in bottom fold, you're right. Gosh, that's going back a few years, isn't it? Okay, right, let's have a look. Where's my piece of white card gone? I've hidden it. Here it is, side. This has got little, tiny little hearts on it. So, just think that in its own right is pretty. And let's see. That would work on the top. I do like the spots though. Spots and stripes. I'll do that. So I'm just going to measure this then. Okay, so I want it just slightly bigger than that. So I hope you're well, Kerry, and you've got an exciting day ahead. Just going to measure this. That was 1.5. So I'm just going to make this 1 3/4. You've got to love some bright colours, haven't you? So that is, it's not quite halfway, but I just wondered if I do that with a strip of ribbon around it and just a sentiment on top. That's what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, which one do I want? Make this a little bit lower. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one on first. Oh, that's got the big rainbow on the back. Okay, just making sure that my glue does go to the edge. So, glasses are off. Okay, so that's across the top, and then I'm going to put this underneath like so, and then trim it back down to the size of the card. So I'm being lazy in not measuring it, so it might be a little bit wasteful. Just a little bit more. I could have put the ink. I could have put the glue on this spare piece of white, to be honest. Would have been much more sensible. Hey ho. So just going to push that up along there, and I know that's going to stick to there. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim this down, take my sticky bit away. Okay. This one. Two. That's cute, that little strip there, that would go inside. Just put it to one side. Okay, so I favoured this bit at the bottom because it's darker, so I'm going to wrap some ribbon around there. So I've got some, I could pick out any of these colours, so it's going to be whatever colour I think I find first, probably. So I've got stripy Bermuda Bay. And I have some Magenta Madness, which I think would look better. Just have a look at this and see. Oh, no, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the stripy Bermuda Bay, like so, or the plain Magenta Madness? There's not much in it, is there? I think I'm going to go Magenta Madness, as I used blues for the last one. So I'm just going to snip that off and then put a little bit of seal on the back. There we go, just run that across there and there, like that, so, and then I've got Magenta Madness, or Granny Apple Green. I don't want the orange next to the pink. I'm wondering if it's too much pink if I put it on that. Let's cut it and see. I don't know why these pieces are slightly bent. Right, so this will be 3¼ inches. Yes, thank you, Jeanette and Kerry. I think the pink by 4¾ Yeah, why not? Tuck that away. Right, let's add some more tape to this. Like so. And I might put a little bit of a glue dot behind that. I had to tidy up this afternoon, which I had to do before I started recording all my class in a box videos. So I found my glue dots that I was looking for the other day. So I'm going to just pop this one just underneath there. Now attached itself to the ribbon. There. Okay, I just like to relax it onto there so you don't bend it in any way. Okay, so that's going to go onto our white note card. Make a great young girl's birthday card, wouldn't it? Or thank you card. There we go. Put that onto there. And then what would be nice would be a circular sentiment. So just making sure that is central before I allow it to attach itself. Okay. Right, now another sentiment I have in mind, but I wonder if it might be too big. Let me see. It's the one that goes with the tulips. Which of course I can't see. Okay, change plan, because I don't want to keep you waiting forever and a day. I've just used this little thank you here and stamp it in Magenta Madness and punch it out. And what I could have done, well I'll do with this scrap anyway, is punch out a circle to go behind. So let's stamp it first, like so. And a scrap of white. So Magenta Madness is one of the in colours that will be retiring, as far as I'm aware, at the end of this annual catalogue. So unless it comes in as a main colour, so if you like Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, or just Jade or Bumblebee, then now is the time to grab them. Hi Tracy, I hope you're well. Now I've just got to find a small circular punch that will do the job. Oh, that heart, I was say I've got a heart one, but that's just a little bit too big. Let's see. Right. I've got a 1 1/4 inch. Yep, that would do. It's a little, maybe a little bit tight. Let's just see. I want the next one up really. One 3/4 is too big. There we go. Let's look at these two. Right, I've got 1 3/8 and 1 1/2. Oh, good. Did your class in a box arrive today, Tracy? Okay, so just going to punch that out in the middle. So that's 1 3/8. Now we've retired many of our punches, sadly. Let's punch out 1 1/2. Oh, jolly good. I have to say, touch wood, the post has been better recently. Perhaps I shouldn't say that. So I'm thinking just to add in there. So I'm going to do this one flat. And then the other one with dimensionals. So there's only a tiny bit of this to show. So I'm going to put a dimensional top and bottom so that it sort of straddles this ribbon. So let's get that roughly the right way. So one right at the top, one right at the bottom. Yeah, it's fun colours, isn't it? Helps if you put it on straight, really, in my mind. There we go. Sweet little thank you card. And of course we do have the gems that go with these, and I can see Magenta Madness ones right at the top of my box. find my way in. Well, I've got 2 to hand, and I know I've got more in the packet. Maybe 1 is all I need. What do you think? There we go. And I do have this offcut piece that is still attached to glue, so I'm going to pop that on the inside. Let's put it the same way that it was on the front. Now it'll be slightly smaller, but we might as well use it up. This reminds me of the colour coding that you see sometimes on the edges of brochures and things like that, isn't it? For the to get the colours right. So there we go. There's our second card. And what's the time? Oh, later than I thought. So that's all we're going to do for today. Just a little bit of fun with our 3 rainbow papers. Let me pop this away and I'll show you the other card. There we go. So these are the papers. Spare rainbow, some spare clouds. So this was our first one. Thank you, Jeanette. I will do, thank you so much. So there we go, just a note, nice and straightforward. And then I kept the inside of that plain, but put some extra clouds on the envelopes. Those are punched out from the papers with our coordinating punch. And then this one here, our little thank you with Magenta Madness as our coordinating colour. And then I've added that little strip on the inside. Makes a cute little card. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. This will go on to YouTube, so if you haven't watched from the beginning, you can wait and watch it from YouTube, which will be there in the next 5 minutes or so. Oh, thanks, Kerry. And obviously it will be available on replay fairly soon on Facebook. So thank you so much for joining me. That should be it, although I might pop on over the weekend because Sale-A-Bration finishes on Monday and I haven't used all of the Sale-A-Bration items to show you, so I might hop on and show you some of those over the weekend. I have got class on Saturday morning, so if anybody's local and wants to join our kit class, where you come along, you can choose one of the setup kits from Stampin Up and create the kit, and I'll give you tuition as much as you need, and there's free refreshments included. And in the afternoon on Saturday I have my class in a box class, which is 2 to 4 in the afternoon here in the UK. So if you've already bought the class in a box, you've been invited to join that. So I look forward to a very crafty weekend with everybody. So in the meantime, do take care. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after yourselves and your loved ones, especially in this uncertain time that we live in. Do take care. Look forward to crafting with you again soon. Thanks for your company this evening. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.